Hey everybody, it looks like we're live. Haven't done this before. All right, we're live. Haven't done this before. I gotta say, this is my first time. So I'm here just hanging out in my office, just finished lunch and wanted to hop on and just give some time for you guys to ask any questions that you might have about what things are going to start looking like going forward as we kind of adjust to this new normal that we're going to get into from coronavirus. So I posted a video earlier today to just encourage y'all to continue wearing masks, keep staying safe by staying distanced from others and not gathering in large groups of people, and encouraging you to also continue doing your hand hygiene, washing your hands, using your hand sanitizer, and all of those things. So those are all things that are really important. And I'm going to just keep going through some things that I think are important as we kind of work our way through all this. And if anybody has any questions as they pop up, I will do my best to answer them. And if I don't know the exact correct answer, I will do my best to get it to you. So one thing that I have learned in the coronavirus, age that we've been in the last couple of months, is that it's still really important to take care of yourself. This is something that I talk to my patients about a lot, but it's a good lesson for myself to make sure that I keep up with some of these things too. So that's all kind of mental health stuff that I'm talking about, sticking to your exercise plans. We thankfully have really pretty weather, so it's nice to be able to get out and take a walk or go for a quick jog and just kind of blow off some steam and help release some of that anxiety. I know a lot of you guys are feeling anxious and worried, and a lot of people, we don't know kind of what's going on. So that's a really great way to stay distanced, but also do something that's good for yourself, both physically and mentally, is to just get outside and go for a walk or go for a quick jog or a bike ride. So those are good things that you can do. Otherwise, doing things that you enjoy, what I usually call kind of self-care, whether it's reading a book or watching a good TV show, taking some time to just sit by yourself and either meditate or do some mindfulness activities. Journaling is a good thing that you can do. I've told a lot of people it's a good time to look for new hobbies, and that can be a good thing to start during this time, because I know a lot of you have a lot of extra time on your hands. So drawing, coloring, picking up an instrument and learning that is something that could be fun to do, but making sure that you find some time to do something that's for you and take a break from everybody else and everything on the internet, just to kind of give yourself some good time, on your own and let yourself relax and take a break. So that can be really important to keeping you sane during this time. So I don't have any questions yet, so I'm going to keep hanging out here. Another thing, I'll show you guys this. My good friend got me this to help make sure I'm drinking plenty of water. That's another important way to take care of yourself. So this is a giant water bottle with my daily allotment in times to be able to make sure that I'm drinking plenty. So that's another thing that's really important. Some of us are kind of running around haywire and crazy, really busy, and not taking the time to do that kind of stuff. So that's another thing that's really important, as well, is to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water and that you're eating a healthy diet. All right, Claire has a question for us. You might be the only one watching with me right now, but masks. So why do we need to wear a mask? So we know now, initially we thought, wearing a mask might increase our risk because you're going to be touching your face too much and it would be problematic as far as that's concerned. But as we've learned more and more, we know that if everyone wears a mask, that we can cut the transmission or the possibility of somebody else getting coronavirus to under 2%. If just one person wears a mask, so for example, if I wear a mask and I don't have coronavirus, but I come into contact with somebody that might be a carrier for coronavirus and they don't have a mask on, then I have probably close to a 60 or 70% chance that I could get coronavirus from them. If both that person and myself wear a mask, then that prevents me from getting something from them and vice versa, but it also prevents them from giving something to me. And so when two people wear a mask and are close to each other or, near each other, then that decreases that risk all the way down from that 70% or more, all the way down to about 1.5%. So under 2% chance of getting it, which is really important. So that's a really good question. I'm glad that you asked. Let's see here. I may just kind of hang out and see if anybody else hops on and has any other questions. I'll have to tell you kind of my tips for getting through a day. Dark chocolate, so it's good to have treats for yourself. You definitely have to have those in moderation, so you don't want to eat a whole bag of M&Ms or something like that. But I think treats are an important way to kind of make you feel better and happy. So I've had my stash of dark chocolate in my desk that I have a small piece after lunch every day. I'm out today, so I'm going to have a cookie instead, but I think that'll be okay. Let's see here. So again, if you just hopped on, I'm just hanging out, kind of answering any questions that you might have about going back to kind of the new normal after things kind of start opening back up. We definitely still need to be very careful and very aware of the possibility that coronavirus is going to be in a lot of places, and it's going to still be very likely for it to spread. So I'm just here kind of answering some of those questions if anybody has them. And we're going to hang out just for a few more minutes and see before I have to get back to work for the rest of the day. Y'all feel free to share any tips you have for your self-care and that kind of stuff as well. It's always a good thing to get tips from other people, I think. I always like to hear the things that others like to do, especially times like this. You can learn a lot from other people and get a lot of new tips. No new questions. Claire, are you with me? You want to share a tip for what you do to keep yourself sane? We'll see if she says anything. I don't know. She's busy. She's got a newborn at home, which is exciting. That's another good topic. The other thing about importance of masks is to really try and protect, and really the goal of all of these measures, the masks, the social distancing, all of the hand hygiene, it's all with the goal of protecting the most vulnerable people. So while you might be healthy, you may not have too much risk in getting coronavirus. You may be completely asymptomatic. But the problem with that is if you come into contact with someone who is sick or has a lot of chronic conditions and they can't fight off that infection very well, then those people are going to be our highest risk, and that's who we're really trying to protect here. So it's really about everyone, our whole community and our whole population. So that's really what all these recommendations and measures are about. So that's really the biggest reason behind all of this. So Claire said her favorite self-care is a workout. She just finished one. So I hope I'm going to get mine in today as well. See if I can go for a run or at least walk my dogs today. I'm excited to do that. There's a few people it looks like just hopped on. I've only got a couple more minutes. So if any of you guys have any questions about what things are looking like moving forward as we kind of move into these next weeks with coronavirus and the recommendations for staying safe and using your mask and all that stuff, feel free to type those in here. And I've got just a couple more minutes that we can answer those. So you guys feel free to add those on there. And thanks for joining in. It's kind of fun to do this, hang out with people in the middle of my day. I don't usually get to do that. So a definite new normal, that's for sure. Let's see here if we've got any others. If I use my right mouse, that would probably help. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Dr. Ungo. Good to see you. All kinds of people. Let's see here. No new questions. Hope all of y'all are doing well too. It's good to see everyone on here virtually. I think I've got somebody actually knocking at my door. So I'm going to get back to work and hopefully I'll maybe try to hop on one day next week. You're definitely going to have some more videos coming your way. So be on the lookout for that. And you guys feel free to share all that information so that we can really get the message out to everybody in our communities. Good to see you guys. Bye.